In this video, we will be doing an in-depth futures trading tutorial on the BTCC exchange. If you want to receive USDT welcome rewards, I recommend you create a BTCC account with the link in the description. New users registering with our link will be eligible to receive these exclusive sign-up bonuses. The first thing we want to do is make sure that our funds are in our futures account. So we're just heading to our assets, and we can see that our USDT is in our futures account. If you're not sure how to deposit crypto into your BTC account, we do have a video on that. So I'll go ahead and leave a link to that video in the description. The next thing we want to do is look at the fees that BTCC charges for trading. So we just need to head to the bottom, click on VIP program, scroll down a little bit, and we can now see the fee rates. We're going to look at the base fees for futures. The taker fee is 0.06% and the maker fee is 0.03%. Taker fees apply when you execute a market order, while maker fees apply when you place a limit order. We can see that your trading fees start to reduce depending on how much USDT you have in your account, as well as the last 30 days of futures trading volume in USDT terms. So obviously, the higher your account balance and the more you trade, the lower your trading fees will end up being. Now that we understand our trading fees, next we want to understand the difference between USDT-M and CoinM. USDT-M futures means you are trading with USDT, so basically dollars, and all your profits and losses are in USDT, while CoinM futures means that you are trading with crypto, like Bitcoin, and your profits are paid in that crypto. So the easiest way to think about this is USDT-M is like a dollar account, whereas CoinM is a crypto account. For this tutorial, we will be trading futures with USDT, and I do recommend that all beginners stick to USDT. Looking at the futures trading dashboard on BTCC, on the top left is where you can look at all the tokens that you can trade on BTCC. You can sort tokens through tabs like meme coins, DeFi, layer 1, layer 2. If you have some favorite tokens that you like to trade, you can star them. So let's say I like trading CAT and Linea. We can then go to our favorites and we can see Katana and Linea here. For this tutorial, we will be sticking with BTC. On the right, we can see something called a funding rate and a countdown. A funding rate is applied every 8 hours to your open positions. Funding rates are a small payment paid between long and short traders to keep futures prices close to the real spot price. If funding rate is positive, like it is now, longs pay shorts, and if it's negative, shorts pay longs. So that's what this countdown is. Every 8 hours, you will be charged or credited a small funding rate fee, depending on if the funding rate is negative or positive. Looking at the charts, most centralized exchanges have TradingView built in. There are two options. You can use the TradingView charts or basic. We will be using TradingView for this tutorial. On the left side, you got your drawing tools. This is where you can draw trend lines to track direction, mark support and resistance with horizontal lines, or even use things like rectangles to highlight zones and areas of interest. Up top, you got the indicator button. This is where you can add indicators like a moving average to track trends, RSI to see if something is overbought or oversold, or MACD to help spot momentum shifts. Up here is the time frame selector. You can switch between lower time frames like 1 minute or 5 minute for entries, or higher time frames like the 1 hour or daily to understand the bigger trend. We are going to keep our chart on the hourly chart. And lastly, in chart settings, you can customize things like your candles, colors, and the layout of your chart. Just remember, you don't need to use everything. The best traders keep it simple and only use the tools that actually help their strategy. On the right, we have the order book. The order book shows all the current buy and sell orders on the exchange. The green orders are buyers, and the red orders are sellers. It helps traders see supply and demand at different prices. Next, we want to understand the different settings that we can use for trading. The only setting that's really important here is position mode. We can see right now we are in hedge mode. There are 3 different position modes on BTCC. The first mode is hedge mode. You can hold a long and a short at the same time on the same trading pair. So you can hold both positions separately on the same pair. Next, we have one-way mode. You can only have one position per pair. If you're long and open a short, it reduces it or flips your position. Everything combines into one net position. An example of this would be, let's say you are long 1 BTC and then you open a 0.5 BTC short. Instead of having 2 different positions like hedge mode, it will close half your position and now you will just be long 0.5 BTC. The third option is order mode. This keeps every trade separate. So if you enter multiple trades, they don't get averaged. You can manage each one individually. Normally, in let's say one-way mode, multiple entries would equal one average position. In order mode, each order is treated individually. So let's say you make a long at 60K and then a long at 62K. These stay as 2 separate positions. For this tutorial, we are going to keep it in hedge mode, and we can confirm that. On the top right, we can see something that says cross, and we have our leverage. Cross is short for cross margin. Cross margin means your entire account backs your trade. So it gives your trade more room, but increases your risk. If you have, let's say, 3 different open positions open with cross margin, they're all connected to one shared pool of money, ergo your account balance. You can think of it like all of your trades are drinking from the same bank account. Profits and losses are shared between your accounts, where winning trades can help offset losing trades. What is still separate though is your different wallets. So when I'm talking about a shared pool of money, I'm talking about a shared pool for your futures wallet and a shared pool for your spot wallet among your other wallets. Gains from your futures account will not offset losses in your spot account and vice versa. They will stay separate. Clicking on leverage, this is where we can decide how much leverage we want to use for our position. For this tutorial, we will be entering a 3x leverage position. Next, let's talk about the different order types. We have market order. Our market order buys or sells instantly at the current market price. We have a limit order. Limit orders let you choose the exact price you want to buy and sell at. They are placed in the order book, where the trade will only execute if the market reaches that price. And lastly, we have stop loss and a take profit order. These types of orders help manage your risk automatically. A take profit closes your trade when your profit target is reached, while a stop loss closes the trade if the market moves against you. I'm going to show you how to add a take profit and stop loss before your trade, after, and how to add multiple or partial take profit and stop losses to your order. For this tutorial, we will be executing a market order. We will be opening a BTC long at 3x leverage. We have 500 USDT in our account, and we are going to be using the full amount of our account. We can see with our 3x leverage, this is the amount we are exposed to and how much margin we are using in our account. Before we execute the trade, we can see here it says set TP and SL. So this would be the way to set a take profit and stop loss before you make your trade. There's 2 ways to do this. There is simple and advanced. For the simple way, we would just put in 2 different prices. So let's say I want to take profit at 90,000 BTC. Once that price is hit, we will be sold out of our position. And I want to cut my losses at 50,000 BTC. Again, we will be sold out of our position once that price is hit. We can also look at more of an advanced way to set our take profit and stop loss. We have by price, which is what we just did. We have by profit rate. This takes into account our 3x leverage. So let's say we'll be happy with 100% gain. This would put BTC's price around almost 89,000, and this would be the estimated profit we would be up. For our stop loss, I don't want to lose more than 50%. And again, with the 3x leverage, this would sell us out of our trade if BTC hits 55,600. With that 50% loss, we would be down about $111. The third option is by profit amount. If we have an amount in mind that we want to make, let's say $200, this is the price BTC would be at, and our estimated profit rate. For our stop loss, I don't want to lose more than $100. Again, the price BTC would be at, and our estimated profit rate. Let's just keep things simple. So let's keep it by price. Let's put what we had before, so 90,000 and 50,000. We can confirm this. So now with our 3x BTC long, we also are adding our take profit and stop loss orders. We can then open our long position and confirm the order. We can see that our order was executed and under positions. Here is our position. We can see our take profit and stop loss. And under open orders, here is our take profit and our stop loss. Here is where we can also cancel the orders or edit them. So that is the first way that we can add a take profit and stop loss. Next, I'm just going to cancel these orders quick. We can head to positions and then under take profit and stop loss, press add. Here we can go through the same process that we did before our trade and create our take profit and stop loss order. We can see at the bottom that this order would use 100% of our open position. If we wanted to create multiple take profit and stop loss orders, we can, let's say, use half of our position. So I will exit half of my position once Bitcoin hits 85,000. And I'll also protect myself a bit. So if Bitcoin hits 60,000, I'll sell 50% of my position. We can confirm this order. And now under our take profit and stop loss, we can see the orders. We can click right here and then add a second take profit and stop loss. Again, with the second half of our order. So once this order executes, we will be fully out of our trade. I want to be fully out of this trade if Bitcoin hits 100,000. And I want to fully cut my losses if Bitcoin hits 50,000. We can confirm this trade. And now under open orders, we can see all 4 of the orders that we have created. To cancel them, we can just click on cancel all. And if we want to sell out of our position, go to close. We can either use a market or a limit order. We are going to close our order via market. We can then choose how much of our order we want to close. We are going to close the full amount, and we can click on close long. We can see we now have no positions or open orders. That pretty much wraps up our BTCC futures trading tutorial. If you want to get the best bonuses when signing up to BTCC, you should create an account with the link below this video. The link will take you to this sign up page where you can see all the bonuses that you are eligible for. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We also have a website at cryptowinrate.com where we have lots of crypto content and tons of educational guides for you to sift through. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.